do we hit excellent throws every single time? We are back, baby. Trainer Club. Now we're gonna catch Kyogre because he is so much closer, so much easier. So what we need to know, how do we hit excellent throws every single time? I'm gonna show you. Let's get to it, right down to it. We already seen him battle. I've already showed you what the battling looks like. So let's just get straight down into how to hit excellent throws every single time for Kyogre. Because I've seen a lot more hundreds of this guy than I've seen of any other Pokemon, any other legendary. There's been so many reports. Unfortunately, a lot of people's ran right off the beginning when he was really hard to catch. What we need to do now is, now that he is much closer, we're gonna show how to get comfortable, how to hit the excellence, how to get the throws, how to really get comfortable so that you can catch this 100. Jump right in here. I am here, I have a 98% Kyogre. It is the lowest one that you can get. However, it is a 98%. It is a 14, 15, 15, so the 14 is attack. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna set the ball, okay? Just as we do every single time, except I'm the most comfortable when he is in the middle. So I'm gonna wait until he shifts from the right all the way back into the middle. I'm gonna use golden berries because I have plenty of golden berries. I know where my ball's set, so now I'm gonna wait. Good, so he's attacking on the right side. That's okay. I'm still gonna keep waiting till he comes back into the middle and he goes back to the right. So this is kind of a waiting game. If you get more comfortable throwing on the right or the left, I've noticed that if you spin clockwise, throwing to the right, all right, here we go, boom. All right, there's an excellent throw. So if you spin clockwise, it's easier to throw to the right. If you spin counterclockwise like I do, it's easier to spin to the left. Okay, so we're gonna golden berry him. My circle's still set, so I don't need to touch the ball. And I would say that he's a little bit faster than Groudon, as I mentioned before. So we're gonna wait. I feel like attack's coming soon. It didn't come. It's a waiting game until he gets back into the center, and we just wait there until he's ready to attack. Once he's ready to attack, that's when we are going full force at him. Okay, we're still waiting. Still waiting. And like I said, the number one thing, I really like to visualize the ball coming around that third shake. So when I'm catching him, I'm visualizing that third shake. The second thing I'm doing is I am programming myself to release the ball at about the same time. So every time I release the ball, there we go, boom. So as soon as he comes down and bounces, boom, I throw the ball and let it go. Okay, nothing around that one. That's okay, let's go to the golden berry. And then we're gonna wait for him. I haven't touched the circle again because the circle is still in an excellent range. It's small enough that I feel comfortable with. I feel like I'm getting a pretty good hit right now. I haven't missed any. If you miss it, you may want to reset that circle and get it a little bit bigger because it's better to hit in the circle than not hit at all. There he goes. As soon as he dips down all the way from his flop, dips down, and that's when we release the ball on the dip. Boom. There's a 98 Kyogre caught. So I'm doing pretty well on this guy. I have 100, I have a 98. So basically, just wait for that dip. Once he dips down, is all we have to do is let the ball go. Just when he dips, come up, boom, let the ball go. Right at that perfect place where you know you're gonna hit him right in the middle, and then it happens. Let's go over another one, all right? So this angle I have not shown before. I'm gonna film myself throwing. It's gonna be a little bit difficult. The first thing I do is set the ball, just as always. If you notice, it's always gonna be just about the exact same thing that I do because I wait for him to get in the middle. And for me, when I'm here, I'm tapping the ball just because I feel like it's a superstition thing. I really feel like it gives me the good luck. It gives me the concentration and the visualization of that ball doing that third shake. And that is the most important point. Okay, he's in the middle right now. We're waiting, we're waiting, we're waiting. There, he dips. Right as he dips, we let go. And see right there how that circle got bigger? Because I waited just a hair too long, the circle reappeared, so now I have to reset the circle. There's an excellent, good. Now I'm gonna golden raspberry him. And don't get confused with that little wave that he does. That is not an attack. And we're waiting, there's the attack. Right as he dips, you gotta let it go. As soon as he dips, let it go. And tap, tap, that's okay, no problem. Here we go, golden raspberry. And we're gonna wait. Oh, see how that little hump kind of deceives you for a second. That is not an attack. That is not when we send the ball. Right as he hits the very bottom of his dive, say ready, go. There you go, and you get an excellent. So I'm comfortable right in the screen where I'm doing this. Granted, I am filming myself at the same exact time with this to give you the best. That I wasn't able to get that off. And I also have a 2310 here again. So these are good Pokemon. This is a pretty good IV. This one could be a 96, maybe a 93. So we're not catching the bottom of the barrel here. And this is proving to work. Good, so we're waiting for him. We're waiting for him. He's going to the right, to the left. I don't feel comfortable hitting comfortably. Consistent, excellent throws, and that's the biggest thing. He's back in the middle. I am ready. My circle is set. All right, so he goes to the right, and we're still waiting. We're gonna wait for him to come back to the middle again. The key is to go where you're comfortable with. Like I said, if you're doing counterclockwise, go to the left. If you're doing clockwise spinning, go to the right. If you feel like going to the side, and if you just want him to stay in the center and you feel most comfortable like I do in the center, I'm just gonna wait for him to come back to the center. You'll just see me wait, and I wait. I know my circle's set, and I'm just patiently waiting. And since he does go back and forth quite a bit, it's gonna take a little bit longer than somebody like Groudon, because Groudon just sits right directly in the center. He does not sit in the center. I would prefer him in the center. That's kind of where my memory is now that he's just about where Groudon used to sit. So just waiting and waiting and waiting. Let him come back. Boom, right at that dip right there, if that were him in the center, that's where I would throw. As soon as he comes down right at the bottom, you have to let the ball go. So you already need to be going, and then as soon as that dip comes down, you're going up off to the top right of the screen. If you're throwing in counterclockwise, if you're throwing clockwise, it's gonna be up to the left of the screen. And you just have to feel where that release point is on the phone to consistently get that throw, and that's the most important. Where on the screen do you lift your finger and let the ball go in order to get what you want?
Well, I started keeping track too. Now I just got to get a list of what I got. So
I remember seeing the preview of Coke.
now that I have 7 of them.
With the insert? No.
Did you go to the Pokedex?
Oh yeah, yeah. It's like
yeah, but instead of like